Angry Inch, and you know what it is, guys. It's time for another Age of Empires video. Thought I would come back. It's been a little while, and I'm not going to make any excuses. I hate when YouTubers come with excuses. And I thought I'd come back with a nice Regicide game. I'm going to make it up for you guys, okay? I know I apologize. It's extremely difficult uploading videos. And I know I said I wouldn't make excuses, but I got to because I got plenty of time to talk right now. But the videos are extremely long, as I've said many times, and I need fast internet to upload them. And library closing, but it will be opening up quite quickly. I was able to sneak onto this other library, which is quite a far drive, and upload this video. But next week we'll be back up and rolling with another great video. And oh my god, I don't know if it's next week's video, but maybe the week after, because I've made a few recordings so I don't have to make them in my dorm room. But there is a video you guys will have to look out for. I'll definitely put it in the in the title. It is by far the best recording I've ever watched, and I know I'll say that about a lot of videos. This one was ridiculous. If I don't get 100,000 views, I will be shocked myself. This video is that good. It's just, I'm not going to spoil anything, but in a few weeks, just keep your eyes peeled. You will not be disappointed. And I was looking at this game, actually, not to get too sidetracked, and this looks like it's going to be a very good game in itself. The amount of kills for all the players were roughly even, so I don't know who wins, but I know it's going to be pretty close. And usually when it's pretty close, they're pretty good games. We could start off the map right here. Paladin playing as the Mayans, being the familiar faces of the Chinese that I love to commentate over. The next like 4 videos, I think I still commentate over the Chinese players. Not always the same players, but you know, it's the general crowd that I just love to watch. They're all pretty highly rated, not all in the top like 10, but I don't know, out of this group I don't know if any are in the top 10, but the thing is, they are also good, and they're also evenly matched. Sometimes I watch Doubt and Viper, and they're playing guys that just aren't that good. And that just leads to games that are, you know, they're kind of cool to watch, but I don't know, they're very predictable, and you know what to expect. And these ones, you just never know what's going to happen. That's what I love about them so much. We got Yum as the second player of that team playing as the Chinese. Having the big upper hand, being Chinese himself, gonna know the insides and outs of his own civilization. Gonna do his country a lot of shame if he loses as a Chinese. And doing a little flashing here, let's see what's happening. Deleting off some wall, but I mean, ooh, king still with full health, nothing to worry about. If you lose the king in the darker feudal age, there's something wrong with you, I'm telling you. And better hurry up on this pregame because the action's actually going to be getting on pretty quickly. We have the third player playing, Mr. D playing as the Huns, and him just advancing up to the feudal age. All the players get into the feudal age about this time. Finishing it off, 4-man team is Lang playing as the Spanish. So you can check out that 4-man team right there. And the Bieber playing as Chinese, putting up a market and a blacksmith. Over here, we got Aramadu playing as the Spanish. So right now it looks like mirror images. And who could this be? Big Jeff playing as the Mayans. Gonna be great. Already has a castle out. Gonna be able to get those plumed archers out without having to waste any stone. And the last man that I haven't talked about is He Yi. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Don't know. I don't think I've ever even commentated over this guy before, but if he's playing with these guys, he better be pretty good. But look at these idle villagers. Unacceptable. If you want to play with the big boys, you got to play with your big boy pants on, and that's just unacceptable right now. There's that king coming back in. Probably a good idea since some players are getting up into the castle age, not fool around with them too much. I guess back there is pretty safe anyways. And I do like the base that Jeff was given, kind of in this back area. Castle nice up in front. And it's just in a pretty good spot. Towers covering a good area in my opinion. putting this king back for this extra coverage. Never suspect him being in the town set in the watchtower. And almost mirror images of each other. The only two civs I saw that were different is Persians for He and who is it? No, Mayans. I saw Huns actually. Yeah, the Huns. Who's playing as the Huns? Mr. D's playing as the Huns. And that's another thing about the views, guys. I'm watching America's Got Talent tonight, right? And there's YouTube auditions. Why wasn't I submitted into these YouTube auditions? I'm watching some of these acts and they're terrible. I just put me up on stage. I'll do some commentating, some Age of Empires commentating, and I'll definitely get voted on to the next round. Definitely. No question about it. Howard Stern and all those guys will definitely... If you guys aren't American, you probably... I'm not sure if you have Got Talent over in your country, but they have these YouTube auditions where people go with talents and go, come on, I got a talent. I commentate on YouTube video, on Age of Empires videos, damn it. It's good enough. I just want that $1 million prize. A lot of players going for the boom, except for, let's see what Yum's up to. Yum going for a big wall off there. And deleting off the last of those walls. Going for a bigger base, it looks like. And he's going to go for a big boom. Most players going for the big boom. Very standard build for all the players to get their economy up and running before the late game action. And here's Lang coming in with some conquistadors. Let's see. Ooh, 2 kills to the castle though. Killing off a villager. Taking some arrow fire though. Castle in a good spot too, covering this big gold pile. And you love it. I remember I saw it, yes, look at this, covering this big gold pile as well. Building a lot of houses around this too though, so not sure how many villagers he's going to be able to get up there mining that. So not going to be too much longer until we see some action, most likely. Starting with the extra villagers, obviously faster start. Rolling off all this big area here. Not too much early attack. I saw some conquistadors and plumed archers. That's about it. See his villager here. What is this villager up to? Building a wall here. Building a wall. Is he going to do a little walling across here? And that's his ally, so I'm getting surprised. I'm getting all excited over nothing, guys. What are these trio of conquistadors up to? Let's see. Scores have not been updated. See, that's why I wasn't invited to America's Got Talent, guys. I never update the scores. If I just updated the scores, I would have been invited to go appear on national television and commentate for you guys. Here's the Chuka news. Gonna be weak versus these conquistadors, and we'll see here. Conquistadors more range, more attack, more health. The thing Bieber has for him is his units are much cheaper, and he has more of them right now. Losing the castle there. Coming up with a monastery. Going to get that relic. And might as well just bring this conquistador in and just have him die off. I'm not sure why he did that. Not a whole lot of action for you guys right now. I'm sorry about that. It's going to get better, though, unless the game summary lied to me. We can see the scores are dead even, guys. It's about like 10-point disparity, team average between the two. Plumed Archers and the scout for Big Jeff going around doing a little harassment. Man, his green really blends in on this map. At least a small amount of units just looks like some trees. You guys can see right there. You can hardly even tell. Unfortunately, well, these two watchtowers should prevent any attack. But we'll see if he notices, spots this gold mine and tries to attack him anyways. Slim pickings right now, guys. And I already know what's going to happen in like 5 minutes from now. There's going to be so much action that I'm not going to be able to follow all of it. So. And everyone's economy is just booming right now. The military production late game is going to be ridiculous. I already know it. Patience is key. For town center boom right now. For Mr. D. Starting to build some military buildings right now. Probably gonna be going up in the Imperial Age shortly. Very interesting. Loom has not even been done, and he just lost to a wolf. Why has he not done Loom? I'm confused about that, actually. I've never seen a player wait this long to get Loom. I mean, he's already in the Castle Age. Maybe needs, well, just wants that extra gold for more plumed archers. But he's attacking the watchtower right now. Some petards! Whoa, you! And 2 petards takes down that wall, and we're coming in for an attack, guys. This is what I like to see. I'm taking back all what I said about not getting looted. This is what I want to see. Paladin now going up into the Imperial Age. Save that extra 50 gold. That's like an extra 5 seconds he got. Come on now. Probably longer than that, actually. I just love to see petards, and all that extensive walling has been nullified because he's in his base right now and not able to get this town center up. Yum getting up into the Imperial Age. I think I saw Big Jeff up into the Imperial Age. See if Jeff comes over with some Eagle Warriors or some Plumed Archers of his own. There's Jeff with his castle. Good placement. Prevent any more penetration, but still gonna be able to get some more kills. Misclicking there and actually hitting the farm. Should have got the villager instead. But it's all good. Oh, missing out on those villagers. We'll get them right here. You were getting up in the Imperial Age, so it's probably your time to go up in the Imperial Age, or Armadou getting up into the Imperial Age. Invisible P-Tar's taking down that that stone wall right there. Not sure why you delete those off, it just makes it easier for him to go back and forth now. And now advancing to Cavaliers, and these plumed archers could be in trouble. Gonna want to get up into a corner if he can. No real corners anywhere though. I'm just gonna retreat most likely. And yes, repairing that wall. Nowhere for these plumed archers to be going. Such a good move to re-wall your enemy once they break into your base. So now he's not gonna be able to go anywhere with those. And gonna be building a, I don't speak Chinese, but they're gonna be building a market back there. Didn't even matter because they weren't speaking Chinese, so I don't know why I said that. No mining camp here. What is up with this? Why are they walking so far back? At least he's got loom, okay? So I'll cut him a break. Going with a double walling. It'll take more than 2 P-Tards to get through that. Interesting. Yellows decided to go for some Cavaliers. Oh, excuse me. Chinese relatively weak in the cavalry department. Persia's going to be so much more powerful in a little bit once he gets up to those paladins. Paladin upgrade. Going to be done relatively soon in my opinion. That harassment that Paladin was able to put on him. Probably slowed him down a little bit, but not too much. And whoa, guys. I'm talking about missing action right here. We got some trebuchets out. A little trebuchet war. Paladin's out for Mr. D. Lang has only got Cavaliers. But wow, they're doing quite a lot of damage over here. Castle about to go down. Yum, contributing some stone to Paladin. And it's clear there's a big force. They're gonna need to get some cavalry, some pikemen, or there's some paladins there. Going with some bombard towers. And there's those paladins I was talking about. No surprise getting up to them. Not the blacksmith upgrades yet, though. Let's see, where's those markets? There's those markets. And almost a perfect... Those houses are going to block that trading route just a little bit, but that's a very good trade route in my opinion right there. Always so important to get a good trade route, especially later game. And sit back and relax, because this is where you guys wanted to see right here. Just all this action right here. Let's see those trebuchets, how many they have. So Cap Ram's only one trebuchet coming up, only one. 2 there, 3 total now. Trebuchet could be in range of this bombard tower though. deciding to pull back and boom, boom. Some siege rams out for Spanish. Check over here real quick. And opening the gate. Oh, and that could be a costly mistake. Get back, get back, get back, get back. Oh, back just in time. And, well, he does have 3 castles there, so that shouldn't have been too bad. But that is so frustrating when you accidentally leave the gate open. You're just like, dude, I just want to crush that one guy that's opening that gate. I don't want anyone opening that thing. Or the worst is when you're not locked, you don't lock it because you're paying very close attention and you just don't want it locked. And your ally comes by, the numbnut opens it up, and then your enemy just comes right through. Ever do pushing back with the beaver? What's Jeff up to? Jeff's with some plumed archers now. Oh wow, another castle, 4 castles in close proximity, and is that a... yeah, that's not a 5th castle. If that was, that would be amazing. Camel's out for Yum. Gonna have to be careful here. It's gonna be so weak versus archers. Putting up some more cannon towers. And quite a few paladins for Ermidu. Surprised Lang hasn't gone up into paladins actually. D with a good force of paladins as well. And not a smart idea. Gonna need to get these camels back. They're Lang finally getting up to the paladins. See some scout cavalry. And here's gonna be a big force coming in here. It's gonna be a big confrontation. Come with a couple more towers, so... wow. Getting those archers very close to each other right there, actually. So we'll see. They're under 2 cannons, though. It does look like Lang and D are going to be able to turn this one out. 3 towers up now. And D and Lang definitely have this one under control right now. Just have to be taking down these towers, most likely with this ram, if we can get through. Wow, this is an epic matchup right now. Coming up with more towers. Someone kill those damn villagers. Will these rams get splash damage? That's the question. Looks like that one is actually. And yeah, it's definitely getting splash damage right there. Going to take down 2 for 1. And let me take a quick peek on what's going over here. Man, so much going on, guys. And woo, Paladin gonna have to fight off Jeff's siege rams. Light cavalry galore right here for He going for some light cavalry. And a lot of plumed archers. There's a trebuchet. And now forced to push back. Bieber's team has the upper advantage right now. Only 300 points. And after this much of a battle, that is rare to see in my opinion. I don't see that usually after this much action. It does look like Bieber's team is taking quite... It's more than 300 now. It's almost... it's like 800 now. But... this one could be turning right now. They're making a big push right now. And these villagers usually you see the Spanish villagers doing this. Interesting to see the Chinese villagers. Cleaning off those houses because those were parked in a corner. And they are just spamming with towers right now. Looks like Wang and Dean might just be able to push this out, but as soon as they push up, there's all these towers. And building more and more towers. And reinforcements of paladins are coming in from none other than Aramadu. And he is really spamming with towers right now. Put in towers right up where this fortified wall is. And Paladin losing ground over here. And these towers are gonna be, castle's gonna be vulnerable to splash damage. All those buildings being so close to each other. D's still with a big force of paladins. Can he turn the tide? And there's Aramadu's big force. Don't know if he's gonna be able to do it. The use of these Chukin uses has been relatively well this game. Paladin is in big trouble right now. Biggest difference, I don't know why Young is using Cavaliers. This strategy by Bieber, playing as the Chinese, relatively, I mean, it's not a traditional strategy, but it's working so much better. These Chukanus with this bombard cannon, like, just rush, should I say. It's just working so much better, and with help from these paladins, which are so much better. Here's some siege for Paladin, and we'll see if he can get some big hits. So much cavalry out right now, probably not going to be able to get too many big hits. Oh! That looked like a big hit. Oh, that was two pretty big hits right there. And here comes the spam fest. Aramadu wants to join in on this bombard tower fest. And coming up with a bunch of villagers. Let's see where... I mean, this is a good game, but I just question Yum's strategy with the Chinese playing with the Cavaliers. I know he wants cavalry, but this strategy right here is working so much better. Bieber just he's a monster this game. 21,000 score. Posted up perfectly. That is textbook right there, guys. You know who's playing a very good game, in my opinion, though? Paladin. He has his back up against the wall the entire game. He made that great push into here, which was relatively successful. It wasn't at a lack of words. It wasn't a finishing move or anything, but it definitely delayed Yi from getting his main attack out. Unfortunately, Yum did not have that good of a game, in my opinion. I question his strategy, but it's all good, and it's a pretty good game overall. A little disappointed on the outcome, actually, but a lot of action, and we could see that effective strategy in the Chinese. I've never thought of using the Chinese quite like that. Just so effective. Usually the Spanish are known from doing that villager bombard cannon rush just because they get the extra hit points, but so effective in this one because you just post up the archers right up underneath these towers. What really made it though is because these what you're really susceptible if you do that strategy is the siege, because the towers are weak for siege and so are the archers, so you really need some cavalry to take down siege rams, which he did have. Armadou was helping him do that, so, and now he has some light cavalry out. Looks like there are some units in here. And it's all but over right now, guys. Paladin already resigning. I'm not sure why these other guys are staying in it, just finishing it out. Yum's like, I played such a good game, I'm going to win this by myself with these Cavaliers. I mean, I don't like using Cavaliers with Chinese because they're just not good, dude. They're so outmatched with the Paladins. D resigning, one more to go. Two more to go, actually. And if Lang resigns, I'm ending this recording. I'm not going to watch Yum play with just freaking Cavaliers or run around with just a stupid king. And there they go. They both resigned. And see you guys next time with another Age of Empires 2 video.